All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk. And we got Jody here producing. I
Good
appreciate
evening.
that, especially since he wasn't feeling good.
I'll be fine. Good evening, Donnie. Good evening, everybody else.
I'm trying to get these wires tidied up a little bit so I can tuck them inside and then I'm gonna work on the seams. I got the other two arches installed on the Friday night stream.
Oh, that
So
looks cool, yeah.
I'm gonna be trying to get
You got a
those
lot of that seam work done.
yeah, I gotta get the seams on those arches because those are some noticeable seams.
Down there, yeah.
But I'm gonna
All
try to get
right.
these wires tidied up so I can tuck them inside before I end
I
up
see
breaking
that.
something.
You got quite the nest going on there.
Quite the spaghetti bundle.
Quite
Just
the
drop my
spaghetti
first.
bundle, yeah. We got Buck in the chat. He's been here for a while.
Talking
He
to
says,
himself.
hello, is this thing on? Lonely. I'm so lonely. I have
Maybe Buck's
nobody
bored.
for my own. Is there anybody out there? Hello? Is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home?
Hello,
Donnie?
hello,
Donnie?
hello. Is there anybody in here?
Buck says you're late. He wasn't late.
I might have been a couple of seconds late.
A second or two, yeah.
When
That's
I
my
was
fault,
talking to
Buck.
Jody.
Yeah, that's my fault. I was distracting him.
Well,
Steven
that and I
is
was
here.
messing with this too. So,
Good evening, Steven. How you doing?
what's up, Steven?
Oh, and Buck is in the first place. Excellent.
All right, good job, Buck.
She says maybe he
Maybe he
canceled.
canceled.
And we got Todd in the house. Good evening, Todd. How are you?
What's
Good to
up,
see
Todd?
you. Buck's yelling at you. Donnie, you're late. And that was at 9:01.
It's all good. We're here. Yay!
And we got Steven and Todd and Buck saying hi to each other, all in the chat. And Todd says, well, at least this is a small model.
Yes, just a small little model.
Buck says,
Small
hey,
enough
Judy.
that
I
it
say,
barely
hey, Buck.
fits on my desk.
Yeah. You're going to have to change it to Don's modeling slab.
Yeah.
Steven says, hi. Hi, Steven.
What's up, Steven?
Buck's like, yeah, so insignificant of a model, eh? So tiny. Todd says, that looks like some good Italian wiring.
Yes.
Put some sauce on it, eh? Put some sauce on your wiring.
And some meatballs.
Yeah, put some meatballs in there. Trent's here. How's it going, Trent?
Now let's make sure I didn't break anything tucking all those wires in.
Buck says, I've been here for 15 minutes singing to myself.
Yeah, I saw you in the comments, Buck.
Buck says, now to work on the Constitution and ignore the video. Yeah.
That's cool. You're here, Buck. That's what counts.
He watches in the background. That's what
I do that too. I'll watch everybody else's streams while I'm working on stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't working on anything last night after I dropped out of the stream, but I was watching in the background. I wasn't always listening, but I had it on and I was participating in the chat a little bit. And Howard's here. Howard says, boogers. Boogers.
What's up, Howard?
Boogers are up. Don's here.
Hey,
Mr.
Don.
Industrial Light and Magic himself.
We're going to bring Don over to the light side.
Buck says, how Booger Hayward? Howard says you broke it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Howard says, let's all DM Buck in Discord to bug him. Buck naked model watching. Don says, never.
Oh, yeah, Don. It's just a matter of time.
Buck says, hey, old man Don. And back with the classic piss off, Buck. And a smile for Steven. Hey, Steven. Gordon's here too. Hey, Gordon. How's it going? Gordon from Hobby Time.
What's going on, Gordon?
So when you do this resin trick to your seams, how much do you have to sand away? Like you try to keep it level with the thing, or it's better to have a little sticking up that you can sand down nice and flat and smooth?
I try to get it level.
Yeah.
I try to get it as level as I can.
Has there been any times where you've had to go back and add a little bit more to it because maybe it wasn't quite deep enough?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had to do that a few times.
I guess that's probably better than building it up too much and
having to sand forever.
Yeah, having to sand and file it down.
Yeah. It's hard for you to see this because this part's hanging over it.
Yeah, that's okay. We know what you're doing down there, and you'll flip it over and show us when you're done. Howard says, looks like brains in there like Akira. Yeah, the wires. Brains and guts.
Akira.
Akira Kurosawa.
I like Akira, but not as much as Ian evidently does. You ever watch any anime, Jody?
No, I never was into it. I actually started to watch Akira because everyone around here was saying how great it was, and I gave it about 10 minutes, and then I wasn't really interested in it.
Akira is
Earth
good.
Dudes.
I like Akira.
Earth Dudes is here.
What's up,
says,
Earth
I couldn't find Badger Juice or Iowata Lube. I ended up with Mr. Hobby Needle Lube.
I've never tried that one.
Mr. Hobby Needle Lube?
I've got some of the Badger somewhere over here. Yeah, right here.
That's for your airbrush?
Yeah, needle juice.
Needle juice. Don says, see, if you hadn't put lights in it, you'd be done by now.
That's true, but it wouldn't be nearly as cool.
No. Buck says, did you ever put something away in the wrong spot and then you can't find it?
I've put stuff away in the right spot and can't find it.
I don't put stuff away and I still can't find it. It should be right there in front of me on the table.
Well, that's the
But
problem. There's so much there you can't find it.
yeah, that's the problem. Oh yeah, I'm bad for having clutter on my table and mess everywhere.
Same.
Buck says happened to me.
Yeah, working on this thing, I've had to raise the camera up some so I can get more of it in frame.
Oh yeah.
And you can see more of my clutter around the edges than normal.
And Buck says I've never seen Akira.
You've never seen Akira, Buck? What? I like anime though, so some of it. Some of it I don't get.
I've never really watched any of it.
I like stuff like Akira. Akira was cool. Space Battleship Yamato. That's an awesome one.
Dawn says to Buck, it is next to the other thing, Buck.
It's over there, Buck.
Yeah, I've heard Space Battleship Yamato is good. Like, I know a lot of it is well made and it's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same cheesy animation of all the animes back then, but the story's good.
Buck says, hey, Earth Dude, should we call you the Dude?
Or should we call you Earth? Didn't he tell us what his name was one time?
Yeah, but we've all forgotten it. Was it Alex? Buck says, needle juice, needle juice, needle juice.
No, that was Ronald McDonald, wasn't it? That's Alex, I think.
No, his name is Andy.
Andy, that's right. What's your name, Earth Dude? Or do we just keep calling you Earth Dude? I mean, if you just want us to call you Earth Dude, that's cool, but
Howard says, that's what I'm doing right now, trying to find it. Buck says, I found it. It was the wrong drawer. I even labeled the drawer it was supposed to be in.
well, what good are the labels if you don't follow them, Buck?
Dude says, airbrush nozzle shaped right before Christmas was doing a Lon Chaney Phantom for 100th year of the film. Oh, he was painting a Phantom model, Phantom of the Opera. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember him mentioning that in the chat before. And yeah, the nozzle. And he said he was going to get a new nozzle.
Was that the old Atlantis model, or maybe an old Mobius? I've seen some of those old monster models.
Buck says, Star Blazers.
Yeah. That's the American name for Space Battleship Yamato.
Oh, I see.
When they brought it over here to America, for some reason, they thought it needed a new name. But they do that to a lot of anime, or they did back then anyway. When they brought it over here, they gave it a Americanized name. Like Macross became Robotech when they brought it over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were some other things like that, too.
Yeah.
Buck says, we're all old. We forget what I was saying.
What?
Buck says, we're all old. We
I
forget.
know.
What was I saying? Okay, so Chow Ni Mia, or Chow Ni Ma, but Earth Dude works. Is that Chow or Cow? Chow Ni Ma. So are you in somewhere where you're speaking Asian language? Chow Ni Ma. That really does sound like Chinese.
It does.
Not like I would know. I'm just some idiot. Buck says, I put things in the wrong place, channeling my inner Donnie. Yeah, a reissue of the Atlantis.
Nice.
Of the Atlantis kits, he says. Howard says, well, fudgesicles. Guess I got to put that up till I can.
So you can what?
I don't know. He says, don't say that, Jody. That's swearing. What's swearing? I'll show you swearing. My mommy taught me how.
Your
Andrew
mommy
is here. She sure did. She taught half the neighborhood. Andrew is here. Good evening, gents. How's it going?
What's going on, Andrew?
Good, Andrew. And Earth Dude says, cheers to Canadian Starships. So yeah, he says we can just call him Earth Dude or Dude, whatever.
I'm kind of curious to know where he is, too.
I don't know. Howard says, do not say cow ni ma. Oh, why not?
That's his name.
I'm just wondering if it's Kao or Chow.
Right?
Andrew says, what's going on is I'm just working on getting the actual edited video out on my channel. First video in the deep dive on the Aztecing. Excellent.
Nice. That Aztecing looks awesome, too. Those are the mask design masks, right, Andrew? Or are they somebody else?
Yes, Andrew uses the mask design.
Yeah. I'm glad those work better than the ones for the Falcon did.
Oh, that's right. He is from Canada.
Canada.
He's a Canadian like Andrew and myself.
And Ken.
And Ken, yeah.
We're being invaded by the Canadians.
And the correct pronunciation is Chow Ni Ma.
So it's Chow. Oh, okay. Chow Ni Ma. Nice.
Oh, and Howard just sent me a message on Discord. He says it's a highly offensive Chinese curse phrase using slang for sexual intercourse.
Dude's name is?
Sure, why not?
That's wild.
Yeah, looks like I got a new phrase I can start using on a regular basis. I love teaching people new words. Andrew says, mask design are for the 1400 Enterprise. Oh, that's right. So these ones are from somebody else. So Andrew's not using mask design for the large Enterprise.
Oh, he's not.
Motion picture miniatures. There you go.
Ah, okay. Todd bought us all the mass design masks for the Falcon, and I didn't have very good luck with them.
Oh no?
No, and what Andrew's doing is, large, fairly smooth, flat-ish areas.
Yeah, it's a little tougher when there's a lot of contours and corners.
Yeah, on the Falcon you had bumps and stuff. They had to go, and they would not stick around the bumps at all. Or I couldn't get them to anyway.
Howard says, if you want to know more Chinese slang, I can tell you a few more. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Speaking of misplacing things, I can't find my little files.
As long as I know how to say ni hao and xie xie, I'm good. That's hello and thank you.
Where did I put my files? See, I do have too much crap on my desk.
Check your filing cabinet.
Yeah, right? That's what I need, a cabinet for files, and call it a file cabinet.
I got way too many files.
I do too, but
they're all good though.
Tiny
yeah.
ones.
Yeah. I use almost all of them. Even though they're almost the same as another file, there's like little differences. Right? Like two of the same file from different sets are slightly different from each other because they're a different set, right? So one might be slightly smaller or not as sharp.
Yeah, but the ones in that one set are smaller than all the rest of the ones I have.
Oh, these ones here with the pink. Oh, you can't see my camera. With the pink handle, cheap ones like I have, and Ken got a set too.
Yeah, like except mine are blue.
They're little needle file handles.
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah, they work pretty well.
Yeah, I've been using them a lot on here, but for some reason, I don't know where they are. Uh-huh. I have located them. They were over there, Buck.
Oh, that set there. Yeah, I have one of those too. I thought you were talking about the set of individual ones with the little handles. But yeah, I have that one with the interchangeable files. Yeah, those are really small.
I love those because they're so small.
Yeah. My father-in-law gave it to me, and I don't know where he got it from. Probably
trying
Amazon
to clean up between these two little lines right here. And that fits just about perfectly in there.
So those are the ones that I can put in my disc pay sander.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just made like a little
chuck for them.
Yeah, like a plastic sleeve. I just took a piece of a sprue and drilled a hole the size of the file in one end and the size of the shaft on the sander in the other end, and it fits on there and it's nice and tight, and I can put those little files in it.
I'll have to try that.
Well, because I thought of it when I was doing that little Galaxy class Enterprise there, the Enterprise D that I turned into the original series Enterprise, and I wanted to make my windows square. And I wanted a fast, easy way to make my windows square, so I came up with putting the square file in the disc bay thing. And it worked really well.
I'm glad you mentioned the display thing. I'd forgotten about it. I might try that here in a minute.
Oh yeah, definitely be using that if you have it. For sure. That works best when you've gotten down to almost where you want to be, though. Like even the most aggressive sandpaper that has or that you can put on it, it still doesn't really have enough power to, like, you can eventually work your way down, but it'll take a long time, right? That's better for when you're like almost down to where you want to be, and then you just want to smooth it and do like a final surface sanding.
Right. Huh.
But it might give you different results on resin also, right? Because when I'm using it, I'm sanding like crazy glue and baking soda combo, which
Yeah, this
is
stuff is
like
hard to sand.
really, really hard plastic. Yeah. It's probably harder than resin. Buck says, would you like to know more? Click here.
I'm good, Buck.
And Buck says, I've been watching a build of the Orient Express, and I almost thought about getting a resin printer for detail parts. What all do you need to get set up with resin? Well, you need a printer, and you need some resin.
Yeah. And it also helps to have a wash and cure station.
So like a big tub or a sink or something that you can rinse off
no,
parts in?
They make a machine. The way Elegoo does it, the wash and cure is one machine. It has a tub that sits on top of it with a impeller that turns, and you fill it up with alcohol, and you just drop your part in there and set it for how long you want it to wash, and it just spins the alcohol and washes the part.
Just forces it through there.
Yeah. And then you can take that off, and there's a little turntable thing you can put on there, and you set your part on there. After it dries, you don't want to cure it while it's wet, but after it dries, you set it on the little turntable, put the top on it, that blocks UV light, so the UV light don't go everywhere. But then you just set how long you want to cure it, and it'll cure it.
Oh. So when it comes out of the printer, it's not cured?
Not totally, no.
I see. So it's like stiff enough that you can handle it, but if you put some effort, you'd be able to like bend and squish it still?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you gotta, when you're taking it out, you gotta be careful not to deform your 3D print.
Well, I mean, it's not that delicate, but
okay.
Let's see. I was trying to find a picture of it. Here it is. Let's see here. There's the wash and cure station.
Oh.
See that white part on the bottom? That's the machine with the bars with the UV lights on them. Right now, they've got the turntable in there and got the top on it like it's curing. But you can take that top off, take the little turntable off, and this tub sits on there.
And that's where it washes.
Yeah, fill it up with alcohol, and that washes the parts. Wash them, let them dry, and then cure them. I mean, you can wash it by hand with alcohol and just set it out in the sun, to cure, but it'll take hours to cure that way. Whereas in the machine, it takes 5 minutes.
Oh, excellent. Trent says the Saturn IV Ultra is $339 right now.
The Ultra or I think the 16K is.
He said the Ultra.
Yeah, mine's the Saturn IV Ultra 16K.
Okay. That's a little more resolution or something?
Yeah, the resolution, it's not really enough difference in the resolution to matter. I like it because it has a heated vat.
Okay.
And it has a heated vat. And the way it works, most resin printers, the build plate goes down into the resin, it cures a layer, then it raises up, goes back down to cure the next layer. So when it cures a layer, it sticks to the FEP. Well, when it's pulling up, it's pulling straight off the FEP, so it has to pull really hard to pull it off. The way my printer is set up, the build plate goes down into the resin to where it needs to be. It cures a layer, but then instead of the build plate pulling up, the vat tilts down like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of pulling straight off, it's peeling it off. So it takes a lot less force, and it can actually go a little faster.
Oh, cool.
It can pull it off faster because it's peeling it off instead of just pulling it straight off. Is this sander too loud?
No, that's not loud at all. Andrew says, I still say 3D printing is part of the dark arts. It demands a sacrifice before it will print properly. Wave the sacrifice here. 2 to 400.
Well, as far as filament printing, FDM printing, yeah, I 100% agree. But my experience, and maybe it's just this printer, or maybe I've just been lucky, but it just works. I can't. It just works.
It just works. You're just one of the lucky ones, Donnie.
Well, when I first got the printer, I just poured some resin in it and printed the test file that came with it, and it worked. And then I ran a few calibration prints that I got off the internet to make sure everything was dialed in just right, and it's just worked ever since. I mean, the only time I've really had to fiddle with is when I change resins. Like, if I print with clear resin, it requires more curing than the regular resin does, which doesn't make sense to me. You would think clear, the light would go through it better and it would cure faster, but no, it's the opposite. It has to cure longer. Maybe because the light is just going right through it. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it has to cure longer. Because if you cure it for the same amount of time that I cure this gray ABS resin, then your prints are really soft when they come out of the printer.
So Buck says after you spend $200 to $400 for a printer, it's another couple hundred for that curing washing station, plus resin, plus IPA, so almost as much as a part work to start.
Yeah, I mean, I think the wash and cure is like 120, 130, something like that. And then IPA, yeah. But I don't buy the 99% IPA, like Ian talks about all the time. I just use 91% IPA like you can buy at Walmart or Walgreens or wherever. And
well, I can buy 99% at the. I got some right here. 99% alcohol. I got it at the drugstore.
They don't have that at the drugstore around here. All they have is 91.
Huh. Andrew says, I haven't had your luck with resin printing. When I get these projects out the door and have a healthier cash flow for the business, maybe I'll have to get a suggestion for a printer and lessons.
Do you have a resin printer, Andrew?
I think Andrew has a filament printer.
Well, he's talking about resin printing. I haven't had your luck with resin printing.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. He says he'll have to get suggestions for a printer.
Well, I've only ever used one resin printer, and I've had good luck with it, so that would be my recommendation.
Andrew says I got...
Go ahead.
Andrew says I got 99% isopropylic tonight at the grocery store.
Yeah, they don't have that at the grocery store or anything around here.
Says, oops, that's the French side. Oh, mine's on both on the same side. Isopropyl alcohol, 99%. Alcool isopropylique. Liquide nettoyant antipispic.
That's what he's talking about. He's reading the French side of the alcohol bottle.
Yes. Tue les bactéries, les germes nocifs. There you go.
If you say so.
Andrew has a small 4K frozen printer.
Frozen's supposed to be really good. I've never actually tried them, but
he says it was donated to him. Nothing has printed quite right. Well, maybe that's why they gave it away.
Did you run the calibration prints? Because that really makes a lot of difference if you run the calibration prints and get your settings for the resin dialed in. Because different brands of resin or just different types of resin require different amounts of cure time per layer. Like this ABS cures at 2 seconds per layer, whereas the clear that I use, which is the same brand, it's both Sunlu, but it's clear instead of colored ABS like. It requires 3 seconds per layer.
So he says, I don't remember if I tried that or not. It's been a long time since he gave it a test. So yeah, maybe when you got some extra time, that'd be a good thing to work on, because that would be a beneficial tool for you, Andrew.
It would.
For sure. You have the computer skills to use the thing in the first place. And he's referring to the alcohol. He says mine's the Life brand from No Frills, brand that used to be Shoppers Drug Mart. Mine says Medicare.
Medicare.
Yeah, with a maple leaf in the middle and a globe.
Oh, Canadian alcohol.
Yeah. Medicare.
No, they don't carry 99% in any of the stores around here. Not any I've ever been in anyway.
Oh, I thought I got it from the grocery store, but it's got a Dollarama sticker on it, so I got it at the Dollarama.
Around here, we can get 70%, I think it is, and 91% in the stores. I could order 99%, but it costs considerably more than 91%. And considering it works exactly the same.
Yeah.
My wash and cure right now is full of 91%, and it works fine. I used the 99% that Ian sent me when he sent me the printer. But it's just about all gone now. And when I figured out the 91% worked just as good, I'm just going to go with that.
Yeah, why not? It's easy to get and it works. Nothing wrong there.
Yeah, plus I can buy, a bottle here and a bottle there of the 91% because it's available here,
Yeah, you don't have to order it and wait for it to be shipped and all that jazz.
Right. And, I don't have to buy enough to fill up the wash station all at one time. I can buy a bottle and just set it aside and then buy another bottle and set it aside, or 2 or 3 at a time or whatever. Instead of spending $50 on alcohol at one time.
I don't even spend $50 on alcohol when I go out drinking.
I don't either.
Not like I ever do. But we did go out for New Year's Eve. That was fun. So our friend's band was playing.
Oh, yeah, you told us about that.
Yeah, Saw Blade Wind Chimes.
I don't know who that is, but...
That's the name of the band.
Yeah, I gathered that, but...
You'll probably never will hear of them. They're just local bunch of buddies jamming together.
I've heard a lot of local bands that are really good.
Yeah, there's some good ones from around here too. Looking good, looking good.
Thank you.
It's disappearing into there.
It's hard to work right up against those lines and try not to mess up the lines.
Try not to get rid of any material you don't want to get rid of, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Andrew was saying once these projects go out the door and are paid for, I might be able to get a better printer and find someone to walk me through the basics.
Well, there might not be nothing wrong with that printer. Like I said, Frozen is supposed to be one of the premium 3D printer brands.
Maybe it just needs to be cleaned or something.
It probably just needs to be
blocked somewhere.
Run some of those calibration prints and get it dialed in. Because running those calibration prints can make a big difference in getting successful prints. Because if you're not curing each layer long enough, you'll get failed prints because it'll not stay on the build plate, or it'll separate from the supports.
We got Alec here. Hey, Alec. Says, hey, guys, wrapping up the last of my online training course right now.
Nice.
Oh, excellent. Good luck with that, buddy.
I'm glad you're liking that new job, Alec.
Trent says hi.
What's going on, Trent? Oh, he's saying hi to Alec.
Yeah, he already said hi to us, Donnie.
Yeah. I forgot.
We only get one.
I have CRS.
Everybody gets one. CRS, I got the same thing. Can't remember shit.
Right.
I was going to say, you have Canadian Revenue Service? What?
Feels like I have every revenue service sometimes when they start taking money out of your check. I don't know how it is up there, but I think Uncle Sam likes it more when I work overtime than I do.
Yeah. I've heard from some people. It depends on how much money you make at your job, but I've known a couple people that make more money per week if they call in sick and take a day off than if they work the whole week because of the taxes.
Really? I thought
you get that much less.
That amount.
No, it depends on, it's a percentage of your income, right? So if you have less income on your check for the week, then
right, but it's a set percentage, right?
It's a set percentage of your income
right
per the week, which is withdrawn off of your check before you even get it.
You're right. That's the way it is here, but it's not a set percentage. I mean, if it's a set percent, say 10%, you make $100, you bring home 90. You make $200, you bring home 180.
Well, it's a set percent depending on your level of income.
Okay, so it's like
levels
ours.
of income
it's not
have higher. No, like if you make more money, your percentage that you pay goes up. Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all's is like ours. It's not a set percentage. It varies depending on how much you make. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way ours is.
Yeah. So if you miss a day, you'll get more money on your paycheck because they're taking less taxes away from you.
Yeah, if you happen to be right there on the line.
Yeah. Well, that's how my buddy was, right? He was like right on the cusp of it. And if he worked a full 40-hour week or whatever, he'd get a certain amount of money. But if he missed a day of that week, he'd have like $150 more.
Wow.
On his paycheck. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Alex says he's getting his bike tire fixed up.
You need to put tank treads on something on that bike, Alec.
Get those forklift style tires there that are just like
solid rubber.
Yeah. Solid rubber, or they got honeycomb shape to them. So they're still squishy, but yeah.
I rode a bike everywhere I went when I was in school, and I think all the years I rode a bike, I never had as many flats as Alec has had just in the time I've known him.
Oh, the only time I got a flat tire on my bike was when I tried to skip over one of those storm drains, but I didn't get far enough. I hit the back tire on the next curb, and I had to not only get a tire, I had to get a new rim too. I bent the whole rim.
Well, I didn't bend the rim, but I busted the tire doing that.
Oh, I busted the tire, bent the rim. It was quite a mess. And I was late for work.
Well, I wasn't going to work. I was just out riding around. But
I don't know. I was on my way to work.
By the time I got old enough to work, I had a car.
Yeah, not me.
I had a 1977 Pinto station wagon.
My first car was a 2000 Honda Civic.
My first car was half as old as I was when I got it. Or close to it anyway. 77 to 85. I was 8 years old. I was, yeah, half as old as I was.
Alex says it looked like the entire tire was about to fall off and leave the tube and frame exposed. I think he means the rim.
How did you do that?
Apparently, when I looked at the tire when I was getting it out for him to take it back to get it fixed, I noticed the entire right side of the tire itself had popped out of the frame. So that happens when you go to stop sideways. Or
Yep.
put a lot of pressure on the tire in a lateral direction.
Trying to hang corners at 60 miles an hour, Alec?
Yeah.
That usually doesn't end well for the tire. And sometimes it doesn't end well for you.
No, that rubber gets a grip in the pavement there, and you just go flipping right over.
Or the opposite. It doesn't get enough grip and you just go splat right into the pavement.
Yeah, keep sliding.
Not that I've ever done that. I wouldn't do that. You ever had a motorcycle, Jody?
No.
No?
No.
I had one for a while.
I had a four-wheeler, but not a motorcycle.
I never had a four-wheeler.
We had a four-wheeler and we had a three-wheeler when those things came out in the 80s. Until they got discontinued for safety purposes.
Yep. Same thing happened here.
I went for a ride on a motorcycle with my buddy there. Took me for a ride on his once. I wasn't a fan of it.
I loved it. Loved it. I had a 80 '86 Suzuki 650 Turbo.
Awesome.
I love that bike. There's my knife.
There it is. That's your knife.
I used the knife to get right up against these little panel lines and stuff. Because it's hard to sand right up against them and still keep a square edge on the panel line. So I'll sand as close as I can and then use the knife.
Yeah, I use my X-Acto blade lots for fine details, scraping and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm using it for right here.
Well, yeah, Mary loves motorcycles. Mary says, my dad had lots of motorcycles when I was growing up. Loved me a ride on my dad's bike.
I only ever had one.
And Andrew's video is in processing right now.
Nice.
His first edited content since Wonderfest.
Really? That's unusual for you, Andrew. Between doing my stream and the Wednesday night stream and the Friday night stream, I haven't had time to do any edited content in a while.
I have lots of time. I have all the time in the world, but I never have the mood to do it.
Well, I enjoy doing it, but Nissan says I have to come to work. So
Yeah, Nissan sucks, Donnie.
I know,
Tell
right?
them to shove it.
I would, but then they wouldn't give me those checks.
Oh, yeah, I guess you kind of need those.
They do help. These panel lines are a little more of a challenge.
You can really see the difference, though, compared to the one you're working on and the one on the other side that you haven't touched yet.
Oh, between this seam and this seam?
Oh, yeah, like you can't even see the one that's close to you.
You can just barely see it, but you can't feel it at all.
You can, but I don't think me or any of the other viewers can see it.
Just trying to remake this panel line right here. And somehow I got a little crook in it. There, maybe that'll do. Do what?
Something's going on upstairs.
Good or
Somebody's
bad?
moving heavy stuff around. It just sounds like somebody's moving heavy stuff around. I thought nobody was living there, but they might be doing some work in the place.
Getting ready to move somebody in.
Yeah. Yeah, Mary's cousin's supposed to move in up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have family right upstairs.
And her two brothers live right below us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's just a family apartment building.
Her parents live on the 6th floor on the other side.
Wow. That really is a family apartment building.
Yeah. Well, there's not really any other options in town here. Like, it's for the apartments you get, it's a pretty cost effective. Like, it's not cheap or anything, but it's not outrageously expensive either.
Right.
Right. Like, our rent is like almost $1,400. I think it's less than $1,400. And we can Mary just said I can look out the window. We can see her aunt's backyard from here down the street.
Nice.
Yeah, Mary's whole entire family lives here in Lively.
Except for a few cousins that moved to Southern Ontario.
Yeah, some of them. A few cousins moved away, but mostly everybody lives here in town.
That's good.
Same with my dad's family. My dad's pretty much the only one that out of the 6 kids that moved away from Callender, and everybody else lives within like 20 miles of each other down there. They're all related. Yeah,
That's good, though.
Yeah, I guess if you're into that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, it makes it easy to visit family, right?
Yeah. So Andrew says, how's the 3D print of that ship for getting the lighting installed? Easy or a pain?
Oh, it's easy.
It didn't seem to be like, once you figured out where to mount them and how you're going to make your little light boxes, it was easy peasy once he decided what to do.
Well, I made it a little more difficult by going with light boxes instead of just putting lights inside the ship. Hang on just a second.
Like there may have been some places where you didn't need the light boxes, but why not, right? It doesn't hurt to put it in there. It's a little extra work, but
like, here's part of the front cone that I've got printed for yours, Andrew. And I mean, you could put enough lights here, to blast light up and light these up. You'd still have to put a box around this, because these light up blue instead of white. You still have to put a light box around those and put a blue light in it. But you could easily just put lights right here, enough lights right here that it would light up these. I just didn't like how dimly they lit with a strip of lights down here. So I just built a light box around it so I could concentrate the light and
have it right
get
up
them brighter. And then you've got, like, windows here that you could put a light strip on the back of this to light them up.
Yeah.
And that,
so you pretty much only got to make the boxes for the ones that are a different color.
But it's pretty open on the inside. And they've got a hole in this brace right here so you can run the wires, from in there over here. So it's set up pretty good for lighting.
Mm-hmm. And it's simple too, right? There's no flashing lights and there's no different colored lights and stuff like that. So, because Andrew says I'll be light boxing all the windows on the Excelsior B or Excelsior or Enterprise B to create separate cabin lighting. Yes,
nice.
I like that idea. I don't know if you caught that, but Andrew wants to have like random windows turning on and off.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, maybe
That would be
slight
cool.
color variations. Yeah, that would be super cool because it just gives an aspect of life to the ship, right? Looks like there's activity happening in there.
The hardest part about
leaving rooms.
The hardest part about lighting the Orville is the lights that are in here in these arches. There's little holes at the end of the arch that the wire has to go through. Then there's a hole in this middle piece that the wire goes through. And then there's a hole. Let's see. That's upside down. Yeah. No, it ain't. This is this piece right here. And you have this hole that the wire goes through. So
you can make that a little bigger if you wanted to.
You could. You don't really have to, though. The wire goes from here into this piece, goes through this piece, and from this piece, oh no, I'm sorry, up here. From this piece into this piece, there's a little hole. That's the hardest part. And it's not that hard.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
But it's set up really good for lighting.
Yeah. Nothing I don't think Andrew could handle easily.
You mean nothing you don't think Andrew could handle?
That's what I mean. Nothing I don't think Andrew could handle easily.
I agree.
Like I've seen the work he does with wiring and lighting. It's not going to be a problem for you, Andrew, at all.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah. Like I said, the biggest problem might be deciding what to do, you know?
I've got to experiment some more with the ARGB light strips. I don't think... Do what?
No, sorry, go finish.
I don't think those light strips that I bought were very good light strips. Because one of them just quit working. It was already glued in place, already wired up, and it just quit.
So that's what Andrew was going to ask you about. What do the blue engine strips look like on that thing?
Oh, the clear parts?
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's asking about the part itself or what the light looks like. He might be asking about the part.
Here's the 3 clear covers.
There you go. And they have
I've sanded this side to diffuse the light.
And they have that sort of scalloped pattern in them.
Yeah, well, you have to mask off the little recessed parts.
Yeah.
They get painted. The rest of it don't.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to mask it off and cut around those and then peel the rest of it off. Because the little strips get painted the same color as the ship, but all the rest of it don't.
I see.
It'd be nice if it was the other way around, but it's not. So
I wanted to ask you about your plans for the paint job too, because I was looking at
he means
the thumbnail.
what you see from the outside. Well, I can show you that, Andrew. Let me get this.
I was wondering if you're gonna paint it like the colors of the thumbnail with the really, really dark gray, or if you're gonna maybe go for a lighter gray that's a little less of a contrast.
You mean the whole ship?
Yeah, like I'm looking at your thumbnail and you said you want to do the season 3 paint job, right? With the darker parts on it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I was going to suggest doing that
the
paint
ship
job.
itself is a fairly light gray, and then you have parts that are darker.
Yeah, but in the thumbnail, in your picture that you have in the thumbnail, it looks like it's really, really dark, like the dark parts. I was just going to suggest maybe a lighter gray for the second tone, just to maybe tone down the contrast a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not going to go really, really dark. But let me get this turned over so you can see it.
It looks so cool from the side.
It does, don't it?
Yeah, it's like when you see it from the side, it's a whole different thing. Like, you know what I mean? The top and bottom, it's got a certain shape, and then you look at it from the side, it's like, wow, that's very interesting. There we go.
Figure out which one of these goes where. They're all three a different size. Yep, not that one. That one. That's what it looks like, Andrew. I've scooted over a little more, but I'm out of room over here.
Mm-hmm. And right now it's just looking bright white, but as Donnie explained, it's going to have the highlights painted in and masked off.
But it doesn't show the light strip at all, hardly. But then again, I've got the light strip.
Yeah, it's not facing directly forward.
Yeah, it's mounted down inside there.
Yeah.
The light strip is down in that groove. You can kind of see this one up here. It's down inside that groove. Yeah, it's all blurred out. You can't really see it. Let me turn it off. There. And you can see the light strip is all the way back inside there. So once you put that cover over it, you don't really see the light strip. That's why I wanted the really skinny ARGB lights, but I don't think the ones I ended up getting were very good light strips. Because like I said, one of them failed while it was glued in place. It hadn't been moved. It hadn't been nothing. It was already glued in place. And like the first 2 or 3 LEDs on the strip would light up. The whole rest of the strip wouldn't do anything. And it just happened. So I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah, that may have been just a disconnection in the
inside the light
wire
strip.
Inside. Yeah, the wire inside that joins them all together is pretty delicate.
Yeah, I can understand that if I had the light strip out, you know, and it was wiggling around and all that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was already secured into the nacelle and had been working for weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it wasn't being moved at all. But it's like a connection broke between 2 of the LEDs, and like the first 2 or 3 on that strip would work, and the rest of the strip would do nothing.
I wonder if one LED is like faulty or something and weak, and it blows. You know, like old Christmas lights. If one light goes out, all the rest of them on the string go out. I wonder if maybe just a single LED in there was faulty and it blew.
It almost seems like to me the data wire went out, maybe. I don't know. But it was something in the LED strip itself, because I have the ARGBs around the outside edge. And I don't know. It just died. And I had spent so much time getting the other one to work. I got it to work. And then this one just died in place. And I was like, okay, I'm done with that now. I got to get this shit finished. I can't keep playing with the lights. So I had put these in here to do the warp effect with, but no warp effect. They're just going to be the lights. So it is what it is, I guess.
Well, you know what? You're going to have to try again on the next round of the Orville model. Are you going to do that smaller one that you made also that you already had printed?
I don't know. I might do it later. Yeah. The next thing I'm going to build is the Ghost from Star Wars.
The Ghost?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Did you ever watch Ahsoka?
No.
No. It's her ship. Let me find it.
Okay. No, I've never seen that. The last Star Wars show that I saw was that one about Princess Leia when she was a little girl.
Oh, Kenobi. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one.
It was. It was okay. I didn't mind it.
I love the fight scene between him and
Andrew says he'll send you
Vader.
a link for the. Yeah, that was great. That was pretty much the best part of the whole thing. Andrew's going to send you a link for the 2020 strips he uses.
Cool. Thank you, Andrew.
And Alex says, all I need to do is pass the final exam, and I'm done with the last of the courses that he started on Friday stream.
Nice.
Okay.
That's the Ghost.
I see. That's a cool looking little one.
And it's got, let me find it here. Here. It's got a full interior.
Oh, cool. Has got the same tables as the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, yeah. It's got the little landing
Similar kind of
boarding ramp or
too.
whatever you call it. Yeah. And so you can have it closed if you want it closed.
Oh, yeah.
Or open.
That's a cool model. Oh, and that's all the components you have to print.
Yeah.
Holy. Holy compony.
There's a whole lot more tiny stuff because it has an interior. But yeah.
$34? That's a pretty good price.
I thought so too. That's the Ghost.
Cool. Trent says the Ghost would be sick. Is there an STL for it? So yeah, that was before you started showing that. Yes, there is.
That was it. I just showed. It's on GamBody.
And Alec is telling me it's the ship from Star Wars Rebels originally.
Yes.
It's the ship that originally helped spark the rebellion against the Empire. Okay. And done with the last course. Only one question wrong. Good for you. Awesome.
Nice. I wish my desk was bigger. I just have to turn it around like this.
You'll have to do like Andrew there and get yourself a separate table. So you
I don't
can
have
start
anywhere to
walking
put it.
around.
I don't have anywhere to put a separate table.
Well, clear off the kitchen table then. Or your dining room table. You're eating in front of the TV for the next couple of months.
I'm sure that would go over real well.
Wouldn't make a difference here. Our table is always covered with too much stuff to have supper at it anyways.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, we don't eat supper at the table or even together most of the time. We're all on different time frames, different schedules. Andrew says, having the table on wheels I can get all around has been a game changer on these projects. Oh, yeah, especially for one, you can barely pick up that Enterprise model to turn it around.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
And he gave you the link in Discord.
Thank you, Andrew. I'll check it out here in a minute. Yeah, those ones I bought come from a pretty good website that I bought from before, but they just seem kind of flaky to me.
So Alec has a question about your D&D campaign. It says, what happened in the campaign on Saturday? Any new additions to my character sheet I need to make?
No.
Or did you kill him off?
No, we didn't kill him off.
Oh,
But usually
didn't finish the. He didn't get to stay for the entire game.
he didn't get to play last week.
Oh,
He had to work.
oh, bummer.
No, we just did what we usually do when we have a player that can't make it for a session. We just kind of ignore their character for that session. You know what I mean? They're there,
Yeah.
but they don't do anything.
He's nursing a hangover for the session. Yeah. He's not coming out of his hut.
Come on, Paco. You go outside with Tori. Come on, Paco.
Bird's trying to be cute.
He wants attention.
Well, he got put to bed and he's covered up now. He's in the cage for bedtime and he's covered up, but he can hear the dog, so he's talking to the dog. He's like, "Hi, Paco. Hi, good boy. Hi, Paco."
You want to go outside with Tori? Come on, Paco. Let's go outside with Tori.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah, he'll chill out in a few minutes.
It's no different than kids when you put them to bed, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like if we put him in there and then we leave the room, he's quiet and he doesn't say nothing, but it's because we're out here and he can hear the dog drinking his water and, you know, he hears the activity. So he's like, what am I doing in here? You guys are still doing stuff.
Hello?
He's making little kissy sounds and tweeting all cute.
My son, when he was like 4, 5, 6 years old, we'd put him to bed and we'd be sitting in the living room watching TV. And then you look over and he'd be doing the army crawl down the hallway on his belly, trying to get close enough he could lay there in the hallway and watch TV.
That's funny because I did that. I remember doing that. I got caught by my dad. He got up to get water or whatever. He got up for some reason. What are you doing?
Laying on the floor with your head.
I was there for a while. I think I watched probably a whole episode of the A-Team or something like that.
You used to lay on the floor, sticking your head out to watch TV in your bedroom.
Yeah. And then they eventually moved the TV to the other corner of the room. That's why it was there. The last time we were there, that's why it was at that corner, because it stayed there for the last 20 years or whatever.
But he couldn't see the TV from his room. He would crawl on his belly all the way down the hallway, right to the edge of the living room where he could lay there.
Well, yeah, same here. My room was like halfway down the hallway, so I'd have to crawl out to at least the corner of the hallway to get a peek at it. And then they moved it to the other corner of the room eventually, where I would have had to expose myself in order to see it.
Oh, that wasn't fair.
And not expose myself. You know what I mean? Reveal my location.
We know what you mean, Jody.
Yeah. I mean, reveal my location.
Jody just wanted to clarify that.
Yes. I do not make a habit of exposing myself. It happens occasionally, but it's not a habit.
And it's in a completely different situation.
Yes. I'm not trying to watch TV. I'm trying to get on TV. Get out of here. We're trying to do a news report.
But look what I got.
Is this your phone? Alex says, hi, Tori. How's the pretty birdie? And I want to do the Ghost too. Alex likes that Star Wars ship. Maybe
Yeah,
one
the
of
Ghost
the other
is cool.
like the Mandalorian Gauntlet Starfighter that has a removable battery compartments for hidden power.
Mandalorian Gauntlet.
Power greater than hidden power.
Are you talking about the Naboo starfighter that? Oh, hush, phone. I wasn't talking to
A
you.
multifunctional forearm guard. Nice.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Oh, I forgot my tea. Dang it.
Oh, are you talking about the Naboo starfighter that he got after the Razor Crest got destroyed?
Are those the really pointy ones?
Yeah. Yeah, after his ship, the Razor, you know the one that Jordan built?
Yeah, the Razor Crest.
Yeah, the Razor Crest. After the Razor Crest got destroyed, he got a modified Naboo starfighter.
Okay. And those are those ones you see in like episode 1 or whatever, the prequel movies. Yeah. Where it's
the
like
yellow ones, the
pointy one with a lot of chrome on it.
Yeah.
That's what those are. Okay. Andrew says, video's up. Everything good. Off to bed. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Andrew.
Andrew, rest well. Have a great day tomorrow, buddy. We'll see you soon. So Alex says, nope, it's what we see Bo flying.
Bo.
Trent says, Bo-Katan's ship is a gauntlet.
Oh, Bo-Katan. Okay. Gotcha.
And Trent saying good night to Andrew. I liked Andrew's short clip there of the time lapse peeling all the masks off.
I know. That was cool, wasn't it?
That was neat, yeah.
I'm starting to question my decision on covering up the seam where this one nacelle blends into the other one, because that's a pain in the butt to get to.
Oh, down inside there?
Yeah.
What if you use a different method? What if you just use like putty or something that's easier to work? You don't have to sand much.
That might work.
You already done one side though.
Yeah. Most of one side.
Mm-hmm. Now you don't want to go and use a different material on the other side just in case they don't
work out the same.
Yeah. So Alex says it has rotating wings that act almost like the wings on the Slave one, except they also can the Slave one.
Oh,
they also can rotate all around the cockpit and can act as a dropship for Mandalorian troops.
The way you said that at first, I was like, what? What did he say?
The Slave one. Rico. Slave.
You could handle it the way Revell handled it when they reissued that kit. Or no, it wasn't Revell, was it? It was AMT.
How they
Instead of
call
calling it the Slave 1, they called it Boba Fett's Corvette.
Boba Fett's Corvette. All right. Buddy, this guy used to know, buddy of mine, he had a Chevy Chevette. And he'd say to the ladies, hey, go for a ride in my vet. Oh, yeah, let's go for a ride in your vet. It's a Chevette.
That's still a vet. It's just a
still a
Chevette
vet.
instead of a
That's
Corvette.
right. Yeah, I saw that, Alec. I'll take a look at it after. Trent's fixing to get out of here.
Have a good one, Trent.
Yeah, thanks for coming by tonight, man.
About 30 more minutes and I'll be fixing too.
And then after that, I'll be fixing the tail end of my little model. I got to put the little cap back on. I had to cut a piece off of the back of it in order to get in there and fix my wires.
And now you got to put it
Wires are
back.
so, yeah, I got to put it back. But I don't think I'm going to put it back yet. I might have more stuff to deal with. It's nice to have an opening that I can sort of maneuver around in there with my pointy tweezers instead of trying to use a hook.
That's why I haven't put the nose cone on this thing yet, so I could still have an opening to get in there.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to do lights at first, but you know what? You convinced me to do it.
I was just messing with you, Jody.
Yeah, but it still convinced me.
Now, if we could just convince Don to do lights.
You know what? I'm sure the fantastic Project X that he's working on, that's so secretive, I bet you there's going to have at least a light or two on it.
I think it is too.
He just doesn't think they're necessary for every single model. That's all.
I don't think they're necessary for every model. I just think lights make any model better.
Well, for what I'm doing at this point, I'm mostly doing it for the challenge.
Right.
And I need to get one of those screens like you have there, that microscope camera.
Oh, dude, that thing is nice.
Yeah, I'm going to get one soon there. Mary found it on Amazon.
Yeah, it's like 29, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a little more for me, but I think it's like 40.
For the same one?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
Nope. I think Mary said it was like $39.99 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, a few months back there last year when everybody was getting those pencils, those mechanical pencils that killed Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Those were all, you guys all paid $10 for those, but in Canada they were 20.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that because y'all have import duties or?
No, just the money's worth less and the taxes are higher. Like when we went to Wonderfest and we were in the US, we couldn't believe how cheap things were compared to here. How much we could get for our money down there compared to here.
There's that much of a difference?
Oh yeah, man. Like we go to the grocery store and you can spend $120 and you're walking out with like 1 or 2 bags of groceries.
I've done that here. The amount that prices have gone up in the last few years is insane.
Oh yeah, for everything. For everything.
We used to be able to buy snacks, chips, and maybe, some cookies, and Cokes, and all of that stuff, to play D&D. It would be $40, maybe 50 if we went a little overboard,
And that's
Now
for everybody.
Yeah. Now it's
that's enough
$90
for everyone.
easy.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. I know this is exciting sitting here watching me sand, but
It might not be exciting, but it is interesting. It doesn't have to be exciting. It just has to be fun and interesting. And watching you work on this model has been fun and interesting. And Alex got something interesting here. He says, Donnie, I'm assuming when you work on the Ghost, you're probably going to print all the FMD files, but on your Saturn IV in resin, like you did with the Orville.
Yeah, if it'll fit, if the FDM files will fit on my printer, that's what I'm going to print.
There you go. So I have a question about that. I wonder if you or somebody in the chat can answer it. So when you get a 3D model of something, it has to be separated into printable components, right?
Right.
Unless you make it small enough. Yeah. Yeah, but say, because like I got this guy working on the model for me. He's doing that 3D model, and I want to be able to get that as a printable file, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess someone's gonna have to divide up the components into different, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, there's 2 ways you can do it. One, you can just chop it into pieces. But
I'd rather have it as pieces like a model kit.
Right. Well, that's going to require extra work.
Yeah.
Because whoever makes the 3D model would then have to cut it into pieces. And then after they cut it into pieces, then they're going to have to, I don't know if I can get this up to the camera. You're going to have to make, all these little pockets for the pins and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this little pocket right here. All that would have to be added in after you chop it up. You'd have to hollow it out and all that.
Unless you put it together a different way. If it's smaller, you could kind of glue it together and reinforce the seams. Maybe no.
That's what I'm saying, though. There's 2 ways you can do it. One, you can just chop it into pieces and then just glue it together. But it'll all be just butt joints. There'll be nothing to help you align it or anything like that.
Butt joints.
It'll be just, put the 2 pieces together and manually eyeball it to get it lined up.
Yeah, but like I wonder if you could, cut it at the pylon so that the nacelle is one piece. You know what I mean? Cut it at the body so that the pylon is a different piece.
Yeah, you could do that. You can cut it anywhere you want.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, do you want it to be just each piece with a flat edge, and you just put them together?
Well, that's what I would end up with. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily
to get it like
I want.
This. You would have to put in the extra work of adding all the little pockets and all of that.
Yeah. I think that's what Andrew means here. He says you really need to have someone turn the 3D model into a thought-through buildable kit.
Yes.
Yes, I'm back for a wee bit. He says put the 2 parts together and pray it doesn't come apart. Turning it into a buildable kit is better. Yeah, that's what I would like to do, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't know anyone that would know how to do that, and I can't pay anyone to do that, so I guess I'll just have to look at it as a 3D representation, and that's about it.
Well, I know next to nothing about 3D modeling, so I would love to learn 3D modeling.
Same here. I tried, and I sent you that file that I was just playing around with. I made like a basic sort of starship out of whatever.
Yeah, I keep meaning to print that out for you.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I just wanted you to take a look at it and see if it was actually even viable. That was just made with basic components that are in that Tinkercad thing. Like, I don't know how to make my own.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
I didn't know how to make my own shapes or parts or anything like that. I just found pre-designed things, and you can manipulate them once you have them in there. You can stretch them and move them around a little bit, right? But you can't. I don't know how to like make something from scratch like that.
Right, I don't either. See, you can do some very, very, very basic stuff in the slicer itself. Like when I made that little light up thing with my emblem on it for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The base that it's sitting on, that the lights are in, it has geometric shapes that you can add, like a cylinder, a sphere, a cube, stuff like that. I just
so you could add like a
sized it to the same size as what my emblem was, and then squished it down short and hollowed it out.
Yeah, so that you can create a void.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You can do that much in the slicer itself.
Yeah, and that's basically what you can do with Tinkercad too, or basically what I could do. I'm sure other people with experience could do more, but that's what I was doing, grabbing shapes. And
you can do a lot in Tinkercad from what I've heard.
Bit, right? Like the nacelles on that, the nacelles on that design I showed you there, those are ship hulls. Those are like oil tankers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be an oil tanker.
Look like nacelles to me.
Well, there's a couple other things added onto them, but they're an oil tanker hull.
Well, they made very good nacelles.
Andrew says, I'm going to learn, but have a lot of other things. Yeah,
Same.
A lot of things to get done first. And you got a lot of projects that you want to get started after you're done those enterprises. Also, right? Are you going to jump right back into another big one with the Excelsior class, or are you going to have a little break? I think
he's already got a commission in the Excelsior class, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just wondering if he's going to jump at it right away. Almost had a commission there a few weeks back, and the guy emailed me, and I emailed him back, and then I haven't heard nothing.
Well, I was building a sea view for a guy, the commission. He sent me the kit and photo etch and some resin parts and all of this, and I was working on it. And I would send him, update photos and stuff, and he would tell me what he thought about it and all that. And then all of a sudden, he just didn't answer any emails or anything. I have no idea what happened.
I wonder if he changed his mind, or
I don't know. I mean, if he changed his mind, you'd think he'd at least say, "Hey,
well,
I
you
don't
think
really
he
want
would.
that after all." So I've got like a 60% completed sea view sitting over there on the shelf. I need to just go ahead and finish it.
Yeah, finish it and bring it to Wonderfest. That's that yellow thing, right? It's like a submarine with two big holes on the front.
No.
Windows.
Well, it has big windows in the front, but it's not yellow. It's gray.
Oh, it's gray. It's
Sea
like a
View is
submarine, right?
Yeah.
So Andrew says, I got two 1400Es and a 1400D to do, plus the
Oh,
big
that's right. I
Excelsior
forgot about
class
those that he's already
for
working on.
Wonderfest.
Yeah, he's been working on those E's and that D for a while.
Yeah, I remember doing the Aztec masking for the E. And
Yeah, the way he does that is
I haven't
insane.
seen the 1400D videos in a
Insane.
very long time.
The fact that he can cut all those little pieces by hand, that's insane.
Yeah. Yes, very intricate work. Andrew says, did you get a deposit? Yeah.
I did. And he sent me all the stuff. I didn't have to buy anything for it, but I don't know.
Alex says, I'm going to need to look at the parts for the gauntlet. I wonder if I can pass the wires from the wings through the post that holds it to the fuselage and power everything on one battery.
I have no
Don't
idea.
know. Or if I need 3 separate batteries, one for the fuselage, one for each wing.
I've never looked at that
and
kit.
Lights. I don't see why you'd need 3 different power sources unless they're doing different
things. Is that a kit from GamBody?
I think he's looking at the same one you showed.
Oh, the Ghost? Most of GamBody's kits are set up where you can run it off one battery.
He's talking about the gauntlet.
Yeah, I know, but if that's a kit that he got from GamBody, you know, that website I was showing you the Ghost on, most of their kits are set up where everything runs back to a central spot. Well, the ones I've looked at are anyway. I haven't looked at everything that GamBody has. They have thousands of kits. Also want to build Vincent. GamBody has the files to build Vincent from the black hole.
Oh, not familiar with that.
You never saw the black hole?
I've heard of it, but I never saw it. No.
I want to build Vincent. Have you seen that? Have you watched any of Wayne's streams?
I catch them once in a while. I'm usually
Have you seen that silver and red robot that sits in the background behind him with the green light going across his chest?
Yeah.
That's Vincent.
Okay, so it's the robot.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to build that.
That's something that my brother would know, because he used to talk about that show. Or was it a movie or a show?
It was a movie.
It was a movie? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the black hole. But it's almost 10 o'clock, and I think I'm going to stop here because
you got 10 minutes left.
I'm not going to have enough time to do the other side, though.
Well, let's see what you got. Well, let's not see what you did, because you can't see it. A little bit there you can see.
But I got that part done. I'm hoping it doesn't show when I paint it, because you can't feel it at all.
Well, I can't see it now, but it was only on a certain angle. The light refracted into it, and I think you could see it a little bit, but I can't now.
There, you can see it a little bit there.
There, barely, yeah.
And I got the underside done. Right there.
Very
and
nice.
this one goes into that one. I put resin in there and blended that all in together.
That was a little tough to get into. Nice job, though.
It was very tough because I didn't like the way it looked there. See how it looks right there?
Yeah.
I didn't care for that.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's kind of stuck on there.
It is just stuck on there.
Yeah, but it like really looks like a separate bit.
Yeah.
I see. It looks good.
This right here is the most challenging part of the whole build, Andrew. You have to glue this onto this and then run the wires from this one in through the end of this one. There's a little hole. Guess you can't see it now, but there's a little hole in the bottom of here and top of here, and the wire comes out of there and goes into there and out the end. You get those glued together, then you have to take this whole assembly of two and glue it onto here.
Ah, I see. And then the third one goes on separately, or that's part of the upper
Well, the
part?
third one,
That's part of the upper piece.
this piece right here,
Yeah.
there's the join line right here on either side.
Mhm.
And then a join line right here. That's one piece. That's the part I put the shuttle bay in and all that.
Yeah, so the top arc is only attached to that piece, right? It's not attached to
Right.
the other two
You
arcs.
You have a piece right here, I think is the line. So you have this piece, and then you have another piece right here that's about this big. And they glue together and then glue to that. And then this glues to this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces.
Andrew's
Right
asking
there.
what kind of adhesive are you using on that?
Super glue. I use Gorilla Super Glue.
It works.
It does.
That stuff works
as
really
far
well.
as I know, that's the only thing that works on resin. I could be wrong. There could be something else. I'm sure you could use epoxy, but you'd have to like clamp it and hold it, for 10 minutes or whatever till it hardens.
Yeah. You could also use the other, probably the other type of Gorilla Glue, the one that expands,
Oh, I
the one
hate
that
that
bubbles
stuff.
up. Well,
hate
it's it's hard to clean up. It does work though. It's
It
strong.
does work,
It'll hold,
but it gets
but
everywhere.
it's just hard to. Yeah, it's messy to use. You got
I
to make
guess
sure
that
you
would
do
be
a real
like
good cleanup.
almost like built-in gap filling, though.
Yeah, probably because it bubbles out.
First time I used that stuff, I didn't realize how much it expanded. And I
Same
was
here
using-
because I used it to repair the mop bucket. We have one of those spinning mop things,
Yeah,
and the spindle part came detached from the part that spins it. So I was like, I'll just put a tiny drop of this on, and I'll stick it back in, and let it dry. And then you can't even turn the thing now because it expanded into all the gears. So we had to get a new one.
well, the first time I used it was to glue the pole into the base when I built my Reliant. It was the first
Yeah.
fairly sizable model that I built. And I thought, man, super glue's not going to hold that. It's not. And I was using a wood base. And I thought super glue's just not going to stick to that wood good enough to hold this up. So I bought some of that super glue, the Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla. Yeah.
And
I haven't used it on any model stuff yet.
I put the pole in there and put the glue on it. And then it just started growing. And I'm like, what the hell? But
yeah,
it
you
stuck.
got you got to have like a wet cloth on standby. And
Yeah,
like just
But it
every
stuck.
minutes.
I mean, and it's been there for years. So
It's not going to come apart, that's for sure.
but yeah, I think I'm going to call it here.
All right, buddy. Excellent work as always.
Thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want while I stall to get over here to
Yeah, like and subscribe, and then subscribe some more. Tell your friends.
Tell your
Whoops.
friends.
I hit spacebar by accident and
Let's see.
recycled the comment.
Tomorrow we got Keith. Did he finish? He didn't finish the Goonie ship yet, did he?
He's almost finished.
Almost. So
He
tomorrow
was pretty
night,
close.
7 Eastern, we'll have Keith working on the Goonie ship. And then at 9 Eastern, I think Buck's going back to the not Lego, not Hogwarts Castle. And then Wednesday at 7 Eastern will be the Woody stream. We're all working on the Istanbul except for Alec. Thursday night will be Jordan aligning the stars. I think he's going to work on Kit again. I think
so, yeah.
And then Friday night, of course, our normal Friday night stream. And then Saturday, you'll probably be streaming before Andrew, right?
I will streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern.
So Jody will be streaming at 6 Eastern. And then Andrew will be streaming at 9 Eastern. And then that brings us to the regular stream on Sunday at 4 Eastern. So HTM week. I need to do like Buck and just put it all on a screen and show it at the end of my stream.
Alec usually puts the schedule up for us.
He does sometimes.
I liked when he was doing that.
He just sent me a link to the
very
show
helpful.
Talking about. Let's see here. What is the gauntlet? Oh, yeah, I've seen that ship. I've seen that ship.
The gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet.
We're running the gauntlet.
Let's see here. That's the one he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
That is a cool looking ship.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I got to hop in the shower.
That's why he's asking about the 3 power sources, because that middle part moves.
Yeah, I don't know, Alec. You'd have to scroll through there and look at it and see where their light channels are ran through. I mean, if it's a large enough connection point where it rotates there, they might have the wire channel just run right through the center of it. You know what I'm saying? So the wires would just rotate as the wings turn.
Yeah. Or some kind of limiter in there so it prevents it from rotating all the way around.
Could be. It only
Like
turns so far.
Yeah.
Thank you, Buck. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I got to go hit the shower and get ready for work tomorrow. Yay, 10 hours. But I appreciate y'all all stopping by. And we'll see you tomorrow night in Keith and Buck streams in the comments. So have a good one, everyone. Thank you, Jody, for producing.
You're welcome, sir. Anytime.
Have a good one, everyone.
Good night.